Underway in the first half, Jackson pulling pop, got it! To Jackson, corner three, he's got it!
What does it take to be good? How long does it take to be great? And how much effort does it take to be exceptional? For sophomore guard Mike Jackson, it's about an hour after every practice is over, and around 500 shots when everyone has left. Just Mike, the ball, and the rim. Never leaving a spot until the shot is made. There is no rush, no chaos, just a quiet calm in an empty gym until he is perfect. Sometimes he hears the joyful swish of the net. Other times he hears the heartbreaking thud of a rim. With every shot comes another, and another. With every miss comes a make, until there are nothing but baskets. Beyond the arc is where he calls home. A home where in his first year, he matched the school record of 3-pointers in a game with 10 against Rowan in a monstrous 42-point performance. A home that helped him win multiple NJAC Rookie of the Week honors. In a game, all eyes are on you. When you're practicing, the only eyes are yours at the basket. When nobody is looking or watching, what do you do to prove your worth to the team? Last season, on the biggest stage, Jackson averaged 20 points in 2 conference playoff games. That excellence didn't just happen one day. He goes to work every single day. Work that every opponent gets to see firsthand when number 5 walks on the court.
Hello and welcome to a very special on-the-road edition of Inside the Nest. I'm Matt Bruchet and we're here at NJCU where both the men's and the women's basketball teams will be taking on the Gothic Knights. And it's the first NJAC match for both these teams. The women have had excellent success against them except that notorious evening back in February where they lost in the final seconds of the NJAC playoffs. The Redhawks are 17-0 at the John J. Moore Athletics and Fitness Center. Heading into the game, the team lacked key players Kendall Hodges and Megan Duffy, which proved to be costly. Montclair started off strong with an 11-3 run to kick the game off. They continued that success through the end of the first quarter with the lead 16-9. Then the tides changed. NJCU came out firing in the second quarter and playing stout defense with a 20-6 run. Down 29-22 going into the second half, Montclair needed some offense where they found Nikki Carter, who finished with 25 points and half of Montclair's total points. The game wasn't going Montclair's way, which was proven by the buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter. NJCU made it rain from behind the arc in the fourth quarter, pulling away with a lead that was just too sizable.
Well, you know, if you haven't noticed, obviously we took a big hit this past couple weeks with a couple big injuries with Megan and Kendall out. We have to readjust our entire system and what we're doing, and we've got a lot of young people in, and Kendall's a difficult position to replace at the point guard, so you know it's going to take some time, and I thought we played 3 quarters of pretty good basketball here today. So you know we got a semester to keep working and trying to get better at things, and I'm really proud of these guys. I thought that they took a big step forward today, and the scoreboard might not show that, but we're playing the way that we want to play, and we're getting better, you know, every day, and we're going to continue to work hard in practice.
Things were different for the men's team. Going into Jersey City undefeated, they did not slow down, literally. Their fast-paced, high-tempo style of play led to open looks and made shots, including Keon Price with a game high of 14, and Stephen Bremen showed his leadership on the court, controlling the paint with 14 rebounds, giving him that double-double to go along with his 10 points. Their offense looked great, but their defense looked better, forcing 22 turnovers and holding the Gothic Knights to just 22 points in the first half. The Redhawks advanced their best start under Coach Potts at 4-0.
Yeah, I think we talk about it constantly. We want to be relentless with the way that we play. It's our philosophy. But you got to be relentless when you are constantly pursuing a moving target. So yeah, we focused on NJCU tonight. We're going to celebrate the win and feel good about it. But now the target moves on. All right, we have a new opponent coming up, and then after that game, we'll try to pursue another target. So I think we're trying to have this mindset of just every day where we're focusing on that day. But all our focus is now is becoming 5-0 and focusing on our next opponent.
Some of our Redhawks have taken up an opportunity with a great nonprofit organization called Team Impact. Matt Arth goes more into this story about how they're becoming a bigger part of the community.
It is an honor to be able to play for any of the varsity teams at Montclair State, but for a couple of the teams, they get to experience a greater honor that integrates them more into the Red Hawk community. This season, the men's soccer team and the baseball team both officially added a special new member to their squads. This is part of a new collaboration with Team Impact. Men's basketball and other teams will soon join the effort. Team Impact is a nonprofit organization based out of Quincy, Massachusetts, that matches children facing long-term illnesses with a variety of college sports teams. The goal is for children to create a long-term bond with their specific team, and hopefully, a relationship that can last a lifetime. Former women's soccer player Zoe Steck, who now works with academic advising within athletics, believes the bond with these kids and the Red Hawks can absolutely last that long.
Forever. There's no other option than to just continuously be involved in each other's lives. And if you really create that bond strong enough, there's no reason that it shouldn't last more than just the 2 years that the contract is signed for.
It's not just a symbolic piece of paper the kids and their families sign in order to be a Red Hawk. It's so much more.
It could be something as simple as getting together with them to have lunch and just to chat and go over things, or it could be planning their signing day or planning what they want to do in the future with the team and how they can get more involved. It's tailored to each team, and that's what makes it so cool, is no one experience is like the next.
The baseball team recently had their signing day in the Red Hawk Annex for their new addition, Marcus. He was with the team in the 2022 season, but not officially. For the upcoming 2023 season, Marcus will strengthen his bond with players.
It was definitely cool to have Marcus on our team. I know the first time he came down, he was pretty much like a spark plug for our practices, for our games. Seeing him running around, seeing the joy, that allows us to experience more joy and passion when we play.
The men's soccer team is also involved with the organization. Toby was their fall roster signing. He did a lot with the team during this season. He came out for pregame introductions with senior defender Justin Goldberg and also spent some time in the press box during games. And it's not just Goldberg building bridges with Toby, it's the whole team.
No, it's not an individual effort. I think that if the whole team didn't kind of buy into the process, it wouldn't be successful. I think that Toby also does a great job coming in, being a little bit shy at first, but kind of opening up, coming out, running around, trying to get to meet everyone as everyone's trying to meet him. It's definitely a little overwhelming at first for someone that's 6 and 7 years old to kind of come in and meet a bunch of college athletes. But if it wasn't for some of the guys like Owen Murphy, Ian Chesney, coaching staff to kind of make this whole thing special, I think it wouldn't work out. So I think it's an overall team effort.
Goldberg won't push more than Toby wants. He lets Toby take the lead on how the experience goes.
Yeah, I think it's just work slowly. Everything's going to build on its own. It's not to be able to be pushing anything. We also have to take a step back and understand that it's not always about soccer. Even though he's on the soccer team, he's 6 and 7 years old. There's a lot of things that we can do outside of the soccer field that might help grow that bond. Things like signing day, maybe mini golf, us going to some of his walks. He just had a walk 2 weeks ago to raise awareness for hemophilia. So it's supporting him as much as he's supporting us.
With more teams looking to add on to this collaboration, this is only the beginning for Team Impact's work with Montclair State Athletics. And Marcus and Toby seem pretty happy to be a part of it.
What was your favorite part so far from this whole experience?
It was this game because they won 7-3, and that was the highest score of any of their games with 7-3.
One of our Red Hawks has faced an incredible amount of adversity. From injuries to picking up a new sport at the varsity level, Brian White has a story of Joelle D'Angelo and her path to recovery.
Growing up, I've seen and experienced a lot of ACL injuries. Not myself, more of friends, and I've seen them struggle, and it sucks. I always thought, that can't be me. I never want that to be me, and here I am. But I also did think, if this were to happen to me, I'm not doing it like this. I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm going to mentally be okay. And if I'm not, I'm going to force myself to.
Joelle D'Angelo is a sophomore dual sport athlete in soccer and lacrosse. She tore her ACL during spring practices for soccer, and her road to recovery has not been easy. But a strict schedule is getting her back on the field.
To get back onto the field on schedule, that's actually an interesting question because the schedule's tough. It's different for everybody. I know for me what works is being persistent, and consistent with my time, knowing that I'm supposed to be in the gym and in the trainers every day at 2 o'clock and staying true to that. It's worked well for me. It's a little tough with my busy schedule in terms of soccer and lacrosse, but I know that this schedule works and it's been working so far, and I hope to be back as soon as I can, but for right now.
Many athletes could react to these injuries life-shattering. This has not been D'Angelo's mentality. She works to stay positive during her months of rehab.
The no breaks mentality is just me as a person, to be completely honest. I don't take things lightly. This injury has not been light. Until I couldn't even walk anymore and I couldn't go to practice because I was in the trainers all the time, did I realize when I came back, or when I'm in this process of coming back, that this is what matters. And this injury, honestly, is probably one of the best things that's happened to my career. It's opened my eyes in so many ways. I know I have to now be more mentally tough, physically tough, obviously, but mentally tough too. And I took that for granted before this. And I've learned so many lessons in the making of this.
Where does this outlook spark from? It can be tracked back to her high school days, where D'Angelo was a 3-sport athlete, wrestling, along with soccer and lacrosse. She carries that no breaks motto into the gym, using a series of journals to track her progress.
I haven't decided what I'm scared of about this injury, but I've decided I need something to be scared of. If I'm scared, I have something to lose. But also, I trust myself so much to the point I know I will and am putting in every ounce of work I can.
The soccer season is over, and she'll continue her rehab preparing for the coming lacrosse season. As a walk-on to the team, she'll be ready to earn her spot the minute she sets foot on Sprague Field.
It's not all serious here at Inside the Nest. We know how to have a little fun too. My fellow interns and I, with last week being Thanksgiving, had a little competition.
It's long, it's got 100 legs, it's a little bit goofy, and it runs around the dirt.
Centerpiece.
Everyone ready? Yeah. All right, 15 minutes is gonna go on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I need my hat.
I need my hat. All right. I'm taking orange because I feel like that's just going to come in.
All right.
So here, orange. This is orange.
No, I think that's blue, actually.
No, told me to do it.
How's it going, guys? How do centerpieces doing?
We just started.
Good luck, everyone. Can't wait to vote.
I like the centerpiece idea of my coffee being at the center. I feel like coffee is an essential piece of, just fall things and Thanksgiving itself. So I have my hot coffee here, and I'm gonna wrap a bunch of stuff around it and see what happens.
Not very confident, but shout out Peru. Let's go, bro.
So I have an idea. I'm not the most artistic, but I do have something brewing. So I'm curious to see how my vision and my final piece comes to life. Something tells me they're not going to be anything close.
It'll be a fan favorite, but I got a lot of tough competition.
Good luck. I hope mine gets at least some good votes, but I don't know if I feel confident I'm going to win.
So what are we all thankful for?
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm thankful for you too, Jay. Let's go.
Thanksgiving.
You too, bro.
Wait, can you do that?
Guys, 10 minutes left on the clock.
I have somewhat of an idea.
What's that?
So this is gonna, so how's this going? So I have to fold it, which means that, yeah. I don't know what, but I'm gonna make something.
Stuffing is definitely top of my list, and I don't want to be super basic, but cranberry sauce.
The everlasting cup. Just to make you upset, stuffing.
He knows I don't like stuffing.
Turkey is very good, but I like stuffing. I don't know what it's about. Just like that, that bready, that it just really fills you up. So I had to say stuffing.
So I've heard a lot of stuffing.
Yeah.
And that's a good answer. But I think mashed potatoes and gravy is fire.
Which centerpiece can you drink out of? Wow, it's a multi-purpose.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tiempo.
Hands off.
Rocher, that means put it down.
Hands up. All right. Good job, team.
Follow you.
Okay, viewers, the choice is in your hands. Keep an eye out on our social media to vote for your favorite centerpiece. From everyone here at Red Hawk Sports Network, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's that it?
Yeah, you're good.
And we're out.
Great, guys.
I think I had the best one. But anyway, the semester coming to a close and just 2 shows left. We want to thank everyone for continuing to support Inside the Nest week in and week out. And remember to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And be sure to check out our first ever Game of the Week on Hawk Plus on December the 3rd against Rutgers Camden at 12:30. And that'll do it for us. I'm Matt Boucher. Stay warm.